Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Manticore. My name is Philip, and I'm your keeper. And I'm surrounded by a bunch of players. Say good evening, players.
Good
evening,
players.
You know, I didn't double check that everyone had, put up the right names and everything, and I'm so glad you all have. So, this isn't a potentially awkward or embarrassing moment.
I usually have my social security number up, so I'm trying to be
The
more
pause
careful
between
about
social
that.
and security was fun because you do usually have your social up. Oh,
I've
and
heard
hello,
my
Book and
social-
Dagger.
I've heard my social insecurity number.
There we go. My social insecurity number is 1. That's how many people came to my birthday party, and it was me. Hi, Book and Dagger. So yes, we are playing we are using the Call of Cthulhu system, although we are not doing Call of Cthulhu lore. I'll just mention that. But we are doing some fun. Thank you, Sophia. It was hilarious, and I do appreciate the acknowledgement. How are we all doing tonight, my dear player friends?
Amazing.
Are we ready to finish up this mission?
Let's finish this mission.
I believe our mission's already been completed.
I mean, as far as Dr. Enoch Day is concerned, I think it is. You can attest there is nothing of stuff. So, I guess I'll
right
just
here in my notes.
I guess I'll just
It's done.
explain how this kind of the setup for this game. We are following members of the New England Society of the Paranormal, as they the year is 1884. They are based out of Boston. They're just a local band out of Boston. Never mind. Yes, sir.
I have a question. Did you intentionally just take ESPN and shift it one letter around at the beginning?
No, but I guess that is what it is, huh?
I've been thinking about that for the last 3 weeks.
Should we start off every session going da 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 da?
That's fine. Well,
Yeah.
what is also funny though is it is ESPN shifted, but it's also when I went to school up there, hence me basing at this place. We had the local sports channel was NESN, which was the New England Sports
That's
Network.
true.
So this is the New England Sports Paranormal. What does ESPN stand for?
Equity, sharing,
Wow.
participation.
Keep going.
mm,
Network is the obvious.
Nominations.
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 Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's one of those
Close, Lauren.
super old. It's like one of the earlier cable networks, right? Like the
I mean,
70s?
It is.
Bill Rasmussen came up with the concept of ESPN in May 1978.
Yeah.
After he was fired from his job with the New England Whalers,
Wow.
who were then the Hartford Whalers.
Book and Dagger. Does anybody know what this acronym is? I'm not good at acronym. I don't know all the acronyms. FTQM.
Fuck the quotient medium.
That's what it means.
I don't know.
All right.
That's
So,
good. That was quick.
But in any case,
I get that a lot. Thank you.
farther to the quorum.
Oh, that's
mother.
ESP. I see what he did. It's a
Oh.
simple. That's a shift cipher. In any event, yes.
That's appropriate from Book and Dagger.
There you go. This game is set up kind of actually sort of practically a little bit different than some of our other games, in that we are following our sort of members of this organization on shorter missions. So the kind of to give you the sort of behind the scenes thing, this way the players will commit to a 3-week thing, and then some will come back for the next group, and others will be, will sort of flit in and out as their availability changes, because it's Friday night and a lot of people have lives these days. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna make apologies for it. That's just what's going on. So basically, yeah, we're kind of you are here for the final installment of our first mission, where a group of members of the New England Society of the Paranormal have headed to Salt Rock Island off the coast of Maine to look into reports of a lamb born with the head of a human child. After their boat, which they commissioned to take them directly to this island, crashed on the rocks due to extreme fog, thanks to some very low luck rolls, and also I think did you fumble luck, Lauren? Was that what happened? Did you roll a one? You rolled a
No, but it was very.
well, no. The crash happened because you fumbled something.
Then it was left.
Yeah. So
He
basically,
fumbled the bag with the captain of the ship, is what happened.
We also
Wait, no,
fumbled-
that was Schuby. That was Schuby.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, having crashed there, our group then sort of awkwardly made their way to shore, breaking some vital things in the process.
Like ourselves.
Eventually coming to the Hayhew farmstead, where they were told that the lamb was in a barn, but they didn't want everyone to go in at once as it was sleeping, this miraculous thing. When they stepped aside to discuss it, a naked young woman, ran out of the woods, then hid, causing Clara to be needlessly rude to many of the men in the group. Because they weren't gentlemen, according to her, the weird decision of what that means. But in any event,
Required.
things sort of split along gendered lines as Antoinette and Clara took this young woman, got her a coat, and escorted her back to her house. Especially because she told them that the lamb is that the lamb in the barn was only make-believe, and the real one was inside. Sure enough, Dr. Day and Winston X Winston, or is that oh my gosh, is that Winston collab? Is that like a collab between Winston and Winston?
No, it's not.
Okay, gotcha. As that pair went in with Isaac Steele sort of standing guard outside, they saw the lamb in dim light. Winston was shocked by what he saw, was quite taken by the fearsome form of this very strange-looking human baby, kind of on a lamb's body that was breathing oddly. But Dr. Day, rolling a 1 with perfect eagle-eye vision, saw all of the glue and the felt and the puppetry at work, saw the rods and strings making this seemingly miraculous thing. He stepped out, actually congratulated the guy who sort of sent them in, then stepped aside and told Winston that of course it wasn't real, which seemed to greatly comfort Winston. Winston seemed upset by what he'd heard. Meanwhile, in the house, there were some back and forth with the young woman. Her name is Tussie, is her name. She likes to swim naked in the pond. She was claiming that the lamb is her baby. When Antoinette told her a word in another language, which is actually the reason that they were sent here in the first place, the young woman perked up and seems to think maybe Antoinette and Clara also hear the voice, although sometimes what Antoinette or Clara would say make the girl very upset and very confused. Her mother was similarly kind of out of sorts. Her sister Button seems to be a little more on top of things, but she is very suspicious of you all. In any event, eventually Tussie took you upstairs. She went into a room up there you were told not to go into. A room that Isaac Steele, I don't know that he's mentioned it to anybody yet, saw that there was someone in on the front of the house in total shadow. He was worried it could be like a sniper or something. She went in there, talked to somebody, came out. She then went in, got dressed. You were allowed into that room with her. But she then went into another room, leading you in where you saw a large 4-poster bed, within which seemed to sleep a little baby, tucked in. You could not tell if this was a baby with the body of a lamb or a baby just swaddled oddly underneath. You did, however, see that there was some degree of deformity to the baby. Its ears seemed sort of dark and maybe kind of floppy. They asked Tussie if she would take it out of the bed and hold it for them. She asked if either of these women could feed the baby, because she said she can't, and the lamb's mother no longer could. And they tried to use another ewe, but that ewe won't go near it anymore. Her cousins had to hold it down. And then she started to peel back the blanket. Are there any other vital things from last session, or even the session before, that you wish that I would share with the group? The word in the Manticore language that Dr. John Jansen told you was Fandran, and that is the word that Antoinette said. I suppose I should mention that. But are there any other points? Points of order? Things of note?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
Actually, of note, I've actually been taking notes for the first time
Okay.
ever.
Very good.
I have 5 things.
What are your notes? Will you share them?
John Jansen, tall and buff. Manticore language. Vendrain, noun. Button and Tussie, and then a bunch of clouds that I drew on the bottom.
Good job.
We're all proud of you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Wow, that was really better than I thought it was going to be. When I said say your notes, I was like, this could just be that was great. Well, on that note, do we go back upstairs where the ladies are with a blanket, or do we go to the guys outside?
I honestly think in a TV show, it would go to the men to frustrate the audience.
In a fucking TV show, it would go to some unconnected, like, prologue scene set with, like, people you don't know about, you know?
We'll be back at the NESP headquarters.
Yeah, or well, it depends, because some of these prestige shows, and yes, they're good, I get it, or it would start with, meanwhile, a factory in Cincinnati, where someone's, assembling a thing. It's like, all right, cool.
So like the intros to any of the superhero games you did?
Yes, but those were different because those were more
They're
modeled
related.
after certain comics. I'm talking about the despite it being good, any Vince Gilligan bullshit of let's do a really out there intro that's whatever. You get it.
Should we do a flashback that seems to have no connection but only connects once we get to the end?
Yes, but we have to do it as the penultimate episode of the entire series. Right when things are picking up and you really want to know what happens next, you kick the audience in the teeth disrespectfully and say, no, we're going to show you some stuff that you didn't know you need to know. You don't get the answers you want.
Okay, let's go see the guys.
You want to see the guys?
All right, getting too emotional.
Yeah.
I think
we'll do it TV
take a
style.
breath.
All right, so the gentlemen are outside of the house. You have moved away from the barn. The ladies are in the house. And by this time, I believe Dr. Day and Winston, you have told Mr. Steele everything you saw in there. So you kind of are all on the same page. He actually, I guess that had already happened a bit because he was saying, oh yeah, so you saw the trap door on the side and you're like, aha, that's how they were operating that, So, because fun fact, Isaac Steele also scored a 1 on a, you both scored 1s on spot hidden specifically. We have some real sightful gentlemen here. So, the ladies have only been inside for maybe 10, 15 minutes at this point. Not probably an amount of time you would be concerned by. That gentleman is still outside of the barn, the one who said he was kind of a cousin of some kind. And you see a few other men just around the property. Some seem to be dealing with, the farm itself. What would you all like to do?
I'm just still kind of catching my breath. I want to believe. I'm believing Dr. Day that this was just a falsehood, but I'm still kind of coming down from the shock.
Okay.
I believe Dr. Day at this point would be musing out loud about the creation and kind of trying to figure out maybe exactly what they did and how they, the things they used to make it work. I'm imagining maybe some fishing line, perhaps some string. It's possible they use some kind of mechanical device, a crank shaft or some sort. It's quite interesting.
I'll tell you what. I'd like you to make you won't get to click a button for this, I'm sorry, because you probably don't want to try an arts and crafts roll since that's only a 5 for you. But I want you to make a hard intellect roll. So your target is a 35 for this.
Yeah, I'll use some luck. I rolled a 42, so I'll use 7 luck.
Fair enough. Yeah, nothing to click anyway, so why not just spend it? I think that with a 35, you do, with a hard success, you you are quite confident in many of the like mechanisms that you're describing. You're like, they obviously did with this. You're probably also focusing on how they were using a bellows to create a lifelike breathing, rather than simply just like lifting it up. It was actually something inside was like deflating and inflating to really mimic sort of the rise of rise and fall of a chest.
I would imagine a tube, probably a rubber tube, inserted through the anus into then inflate the chest cavity would make the most sense. That would allow them to work the bellows from outside of the actual area. Simple rubber tubes could be hidden quite easily, I believe. And, I believe our focus was more directly on the face and the body, not so much the hindquarters of the creature. It's quite ingenious, I have to say.
You must always look to the anus.
I don't mean to.
Words to live by, Philip.
I don't mean to interrupt your theorizing, but there were 3 people in that house that the women are in now. Someone upstairs as well. We might want to go check on them.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, let's go check on the women.
I suppose so. Our job here is done. So the sooner we get them, the sooner we can arrange transportation off this island.
All right. Well, you can step up on the porch if you'd like. The door is closed.
Isaac Steele knocks on the door.
Understood. After a few moments, the door opens and Button, the young woman who sort of led you here, she is present. She'll kind of look at you all and say, "You see the lamb?"
Yeah. What? Yes. The lamb. Yes.
All right. That's really all we got here for you.
But we wanted to go check on our companions, make sure they're doing all right upstairs. Or, we don't know upstairs. Make sure they're doing all right inside.
Oh, yeah. They're with my sister. I don't think my mother would like you all coming in here, but I'll get them for you.
Who's in here, if you don't mind me asking?
Right now?
Yes.
Just me and my mother and my sister and those girls. The ones you brought.
Who's upstairs?
Just our rooms.
There was a person I saw in the window upstairs.
Probably just a trick of the light. You want me to go get them for you or not? You can do a psychology roll if you'd like, Isaac.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
What is your score in psychology?
It is... I think it's decent. 58.
58. Well, as long as you roll under a 116.
38.
A 38. With a 38, yes, you even an easy roll would tell you that she's, nervous about what you're saying and probably lying. With a normal success, you're not getting like sinister intent, but you're certainly getting like, well, we here on the island keep things kind of private kind of vibe. So, she's stonewalling you, but definitely doesn't want to be, answering any questions about who else is in the house.
Won't you invite us in, maybe? Perhaps we...
I don't think my mother would like that, but I'll go get those ghosts for you if you want. And she goes to close the door. Do any of you have over 50 in listen? Any of you 3 men?
Yes, I'm a great listener.
I was about to make a joke of, because men sure don't know how to...
My listen is actually 60, so...
Whoa, 60 listen.
I know. Not many men can say that.
Not many men can say they have a 60 listen. Well, Winston, in that case, your hearing is acute enough that you may make a listen roll, because you sort of are hearing something from within.
I have... thought I had another set of dice that I wanted. And fuck me, I'll use these dice I have right here.
I'm so sorry.
Just big, girthy metal dice. That's a 75, so that is not a success. I'm gonna push the roll.
I love the push
Yeah,
of the roll
yeah, yeah.
of this, because boy, if it goes wrong, what could happen?
That's 22.
That is a
which
success.
is a hard
A
success.
hard success. So you push the roll
Nice.
to a hard success. So I will say in this case, actually, your pushing the roll will consist of the following. You go in, you hear something immediately. You can't quite make it out, but desperate to do so, you put your ear against the door or the window glass with like a curtain in front of it so that you can hear within the room. Thus, you achieve a hard success. What you hear is kind of like an older woman. You're confident in that assessment, sort of saying like, "Who's there at the door?" And the button who you just got said, "It's those men, the visitors, the ones these women are with. They want to come in." She goes, "I don't want any men coming in here. I don't want them seeing me." She's like, "I know, Mother. I told them to go away, but you can't let them in. Not with what's upstairs." And she said, "I know, Mother. I'm gonna get the girls. I'm gonna get them out of here. I want all these people out of here. I don't like them." I was like, "Together, don't let those men in here. I don't want them seeing me." That's what you hear, Winston.
I'll under my breath, I'll turn around to Isaac and Dr. Dale. Well, it seems like the mother is very self-absorbed in her appearance, the way older women of that age are, and but there is something upstairs that they are not keen on us seeing. So, she said she was gonna run up and grab the women, but it seems it's all a little suspicious and convenient at the same time.
Maybe it's the real baby.
I mean, perhaps yes. If there is something afoot, seriously.
Clearly, there's no real baby, Mr. Steele. We saw the baby they had. It's just a mechanical contraption.
It's fun to entertain the thought. You're probably right.
There is. Listen, I will say there is something upstairs they don't want us seeing. Whether it's a baby or whether it's just a weird family heirloom, I could not say.
Maybe it's an aunt that's deformed in some way. Perfectly normal, nothing strange. I mean, you saw someone up there. I'm sure that's all it is.
Well, off that assurance, we will go up to the room where Antoinette and Clara are standing by the bed as Tussie puts her hands on the blanket, preparing to draw it back. The strange little swollen face of this baby, shifting slightly in its clearly distressed slumber. Like a bang, the door opens behind you. Button stands there. And she says, "What are you doing?" And Tussie says, "I was just gonna show them. My little baby. They asked me to take the blanket back so they could see it." Button says, "The men are asking for them. They need to go. You fellas you're gonna probably go try to wait for the supply boat so you can get back."
They would like to see it as well.
Well, Mother doesn't want them coming in here, and they already saw. This is just a.
What did they already see?
They saw the lamb in the barn.
With all due respect, I believe this is what we came to see, and she'll gesture to the bed.
Button shakes her head and says, I don't. My mother really doesn't want those men hanging out."
We'll
Well,
be done shortly.
Button, you could send them away for just a moment and let us stay up here to look. We've traveled so long. Can I charm her? Can I try to charm her, please?
Give me a charm roll with Miss Button. However, I'm gonna give you a penalty on this. I will not give you a penalty. Do a charm roll for Miss Button.
15.
15? That's pretty darn good. God, I should have given you a penalty because you had to have to reroll that tens column.
That's an extreme success.
Extreme success because you are very charming.
Thank you.
Button will. Button sort of. She does like you. And is kind of like, all right, I just. She will propose. You'll sort of see her like thinking about it, and it's like it's not even a. She says, "Well, would you just come down and tell them to go away? Because I'm not sure they'll listen to me."
This will only take a second.
I mean, go ahead and do it. I don't. I mean, she kind of almost says it to Antoinette, like, I'm sure they listen to you, like, you know.
Clara, I could go down and tell them that everything is all right, and it could calm their fears, and...
It will take but a moment to remove the blanket. Go on, Tussie.
Button's like, Tussie pulls back the blanket. What you see is the body of a little newborn lamb. The head on it is remarkably human-like, but the ears have something. Is it ovine? I think ovine is sheep-related. They have something sheep-like about them. A touch of the ovine.
Yes.
Ovinacity. Tussie puts a hand on the side of the lamb. It's already has wool on it. She strokes it slightly. Clara and Antoinette, would you both please make a spot hidden roll?
Indeed.
Do either of you have points in spot hidden?
I only have a 50, but...
50. All right. Well, yeah, you're...
Oh,
I
25.
got a 58 and mine's 25, so I failed.
Clara, you just see a lamb. Antoinette, with a 25. It's a hard success for you. This strikes you as... You think this is real. What you immediately start looking for, it's not like... You're like, could the baby just be in a suit? Could it just be like bundled up inside of a thing? With a 25, you kind of like you kind of just look closely, and you don't see any zips or buttons or clasps or anything. And you do sort of see that the chest of the lamb is slightly rising and falling. It is at this time, however, because I should roll for it, that the lamb kind of starts to awaken. Its little pinched face looking up. A word that you do slightly recognize within the eerie, mewling low. Tussie sort of knowingly nods as she pets the lamb and goes to pick it up and says, He is hungry. Oh, very hungry, aren't you? Or thirsty, whatever you call it, for a baby. And she picks the lamb up, and the little mouth is going... Behind you, Button seems to almost recoil from the sight, but Tussie is delighted. The lamb begins to cry.
Oh no. I'm gonna ask something not random, but okay. Tussie, does the lamb perhaps, or does the baby perhaps speak to you like he does?
She looks at you like you're the stupidest mainlander she's ever heard. Babies can't talk. They only cry. Oh, I know you're hungry. I know you're very hungry. We gotta find food for you.
Do you believe that he speaks to the lamb? The baby?
Button says, okay, so look, you saw it for real. Now why don't you go talk to your guys and get out of here?
One last question. Tessie, what does the baby eat?
Well, she pauses and says, babies eat milk, don't they?
Yes.
So that's, that's what we've been given it, right?
Yes, but you said that you had to hold down the sheep.
Yeah, because it didn't really, some of the old ewes don't, like I said, I thought it wanted milk, but it seems to keep being pretty hungry.
You also said that its mother could no longer feed it and you had to get a new mother. Are you sure the baby drinks milk?
I think it would, but she kind of looks at you knowingly and says, I don't make any. My mother's too old. Do either of you?
No.
Because Mother said it wouldn't be me who could do it. I'm not old enough, but maybe one of you?
No. We do not have children currently, so...
Button says you need to both leave.
Clara, I think we've seen what we need to see, and we'll just jot down our notes about everything. And thank you so much, Tessie.
Tessie says, no. One of you's got to stay down with the baby, right?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Thank you for showing us your baby.
I think he likes you.
We will take our leave now. I'm gonna make my way to the door with hopefully Antoinette close by.
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna back up, yeah.
Button is just shaking her head and saying, now Tussie, you put that down. You don't try to feed that baby, okay? And Tussie goes, but he's so hungry. Someone's gotta feed him.
We appreciate your hospitality. We must go. I'm gonna go out the door.
Now that time,
It said Fandrain, right?
Yeah.
it was
We couldn't
much
hear it.
more audible. No doubt that the creature is speaking. And staring right at Clara as it does so.
Do I perceive anything else, or am I just hearing it?
You just see it looking at you.
Can I use my occult? Can I roll an occult to see if...
You recognize this from anything? Go ahead.
Yeah. 20. My occult is 65.
65. That's certainly a
Hard
hard
success.
success.
Yes.
What is your extreme number?
32. Oh wait, extreme. Sorry, 13. Oui.
13. Okay, so you're pretty far from that then. You probably wouldn't want to luck it up. Okay. A hard success. A hard success sounds a little bit. As you think on occult things, as you think on upsetting stuff, your mind goes to the stories of changelings in folklore. You know, babies that are like left somewhere. There's some seelie or unseelie fairy thing that is left in a crib to, maniacally mess with the mothers. And certainly the idea of it feeding, I think Antoinette was sort of asking leading questions, it would be on your mind that this creature might be, rather than simply consuming milk, or maybe we'd say it's not stopping with milk.
Yeah.
It's consuming
Going for
milk,
blood.
but it's wanting blood.
Perhaps.
Yes.
And is this something, like, if it was, like, a changeling, would it need to get away from Tussie? Or is that just something that can be...
With a hard occult roll, you're merely just drawing that. You're just remembering those folkloric stories. However, while this is going on, downstairs the men have been waiting, growing more antsy. A few more minutes have passed. Winston X. Winston, you are a resident listener. I would like for you to give me another listening roll, my man.
That's a 54, so that's a regular success.
Regular success. Okay, with a regular success being outside on the bottom floor, I'm going to say that after a while, you do feel that you are catching the odd... Every once in a while on the wind, you think you hear a baby crying.
Do you guys hear that? Do you fellas hear that? Is that baby crying?
No.
I don't.
Interesting. I could have sworn I heard something, but
Maybe it is the real baby.
perhaps yes.
It's a mechanical doll. Why do we...
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure I hear a actual infant crying.
Really?
Where's it coming from? In the house or in the barn?
In I believe inside the house.
Enoch and Isaac, I know you're not good at it, but go ahead and try a listen roll. Just see if you hear something.
Ooh. Okay. Success.
No.
A success! Enoch, you hear nothing, but Isaac, you actually are hearing very faint, and you also think it's not from the barn. You think there might be a baby in this house.
I hear it too.
Sounds like a human baby, but...
You both hear this? I don't hear anything.
Maybe you have wax stuck in your ears.
No. No.
Yes, Odysseus, you are a man of reason after all.
It's good. It's solid. Let's go with it.
All right. Well, if you both hear it, I mean, I must... Yeah, you both seem quite capable. Then if you both hear it, then I suppose I must acquiesce to that as being a very strong possibility.
I mean, I do feel a little untoward barging into a house.
Yes, it seems very uncouth to do. And yet,
Knocks on the door again.
Upstairs, as Clara, as the thing is like staring right at you, its cries getting louder, more intense as it's looking at you, going from this to kind of mouth sort of just feeling. You hear a Button looks down. There's a knock at the door, and she says, "It's your men."
Tussie, the only time it sounds like this, is it when it's hungry?
Well, yeah. Are you gonna help me feed it or not?
What do you think it wants, truly?
I think it wants.
What do you think
milk.
it's asking for?
Milk like a baby. I guess I can try to give it mine. I don't think I have it.
No, don't.
Okay.
Antoinette, I think I had a realization. We should go.
You think you have some? Oh.
No, just, the thought occurred to me that the gentlemen need our help.
I'm sorry. And she's patting on it. Button's like, go. She just wants you guys to leave.
And we will.
Yeah, we'll leave.
Okay.
Or I will.
No, we're leaving.
yeah.
If you sort of make your way down the stairs, you see that their mother, she's kind of gotten up. She's literally standing between like the stairs and the door, and she looks very wild-eyed and upset. What did you do?
We
What you
did
doing
nothing.
there?
Nothing. The baby just started crying. It's hungry.
Of course it's hungry.
We appreciate... What? You haven't been able to provide it milk, so... Have you tried anything else?
The men are pounding on the door. Isaac, do you keep waiting?
Isaac actually just tries to open the door.
Okay. Isaac, if you open the door, it is not locked. You do so, but the woman, as the door opens, begins to scream bloody murder. Enoch and Winston, you see that the guy at the door, upon seeing you guys just enter and hearing his aunt screaming, he starts like running over to where you are. And a couple other dudes are also running towards Winston and Enoch, like, just looking generally like, why the hell are you going into the house, kind of a thing.
Mr. Steele, I think maybe perhaps that's not
Yeah.
a wise maneuver.
We must go. We're leaving. We appreciate your hospitality. She'll try to
Come.
stay over her screaming.
Yes, let's depart.
If you guys step there, the cousin who sort of shoots, he's like, what the heck, what are you guys doing going in there? That's not where you're supposed to be.
We're leaving. All of us. We're getting off of the island. Yes, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Shall we?
They were invited inside. We're trying to get our women and get out of here.
And the mother's like, get them out, get them. And then she'll, and he's kind of like pulling you back, Isaac, kind of like pulling you out of the house, although it sounds like hadn't really ever stepped in. But he's like, come on, you shouldn't be in there.
What's going on inside of there? I heard a baby.
He kind of looks like wild. Button is running down the steps inside, and she's saying, get a you. And he's like, oh God, all right. And he just kind of glares at Isaac one more time. He kind of like gives a nod to one of the other dudes who's come over, whether he's a farmhand or another cousin or both, you're not sure. But then this guy, he runs around the side of the house. Button says,
What's going on here?
This is quite unconventional.
We must leave. I believe we have an answer, or at least a theory on an answer for what we are looking for. But I can't discuss it here.
How are we supposed to get out of here?
We should go back to where the ship is.
The ship that's sunk.
From whence we were intended to depart. That's where they should pick us up. That's the only logical thing to do at this point. Unless we can send a cable from this...
have you guys
Off
moved
the
away
island.
from the house, or are you still like in the doorway? Like,
I mean, if the women are heading out, then I will
Yeah.
depart as long as they're with us.
okay. If you guys are stepping away, Isaac, are you also walking away, or at this point, are you worried about the infant you hear inside and you want?
No, he's stepping away.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys are stepping away, the couple farmhands there, sort of like staring at you surlily, but they're not going after you. One of them actually says, you could go to the dock. A boat comes there once a day or so. You might not
you know
have missed
about-
it yet.
Wonderful. What time?
Different times.
Let's go to the dock.
Thank you.
What did you see up there?
Let's get further away.
If you are walking away from the house, sounds like you are, get a little bit of a way away. You see that cousin is running now with a sheep in his arms. And he's huffing and puffing, carrying a sheep. The sheep seems to be fighting him. He kind of calls over, and one of the other guys kind of runs over and tries to grab it. And the sheep is like, like kind of not, kicking and fighting, and they're trying to just grab it inside. And you overhear him saying, I think she's still almost basically a lamb. I don't know if she's got, and the guy's like, I don't want to know. And they sort of are bringing it up to the house.
I think Dr. Day, seeing that, is going to kind of stop and be like, "What is going on? Why would they bring why are they bringing a sheep into the
We'll
house?"
explain further once we get further away.
No. Explain now. You disappeared in the house.
They
We
use
hear a
it to
baby
feed-
crying, and you race out like.
They use the sheep to feed the child. However, I don't believe it.
Unconventional.
Yes, indeed, Doctor. Well spotted. My goodness, does that degree give you intelligence as well? I don't believe that this child feeds off of blood. I believe it desires something more. And I believe Fandrain is what it cries for. It spoke. Doctor. The child.
So there's
you
a
mean
child in
milk?
there that precocious and can speak. That's what you're telling me?
No, Antoinette, you heard it. Did you not?
I did. What she says is true, Doctor. I do think it best for us to make haste toward the dock. We can explain everything, but I do not think it's wise or safe to stay near the house.
Indeed.
Forgive me. Forgive me. I don't. What you're saying doesn't make complete
Doctor,
sense.
let's go.
You're scared of a baby.
It's not quite a baby, or at least not a human baby.
I was in what sense?
Did they have another one of those makeshift lamb babies in
No.
there?
It's not makeshift. It was a child.
I'm sure it was.
She held it in her arms. She picked it up. We saw it.
Well, describe it.
Antoinette?
Well, it had the face of a babe, but its ears were not human. Its body was of a lamb, but it already had so much wool on it. It's difficult to describe, but it's not natural. It was absolutely not natural.
Did you see were there any wires or anything? We saw something that looked very realistic in the barn, but Dr. Day assured me it was.
No.
Was there a rubber tube coming out of its
No.
asshole?
There couldn't be.
No.
She picked it up from the bed and took it to the chair and held it.
I took a good look. There were no indications that this was a ruse.
Could it
It's
have
not
been
connected to anything.
a
It was moving and
suit.
breathing.
or something?
No, there were no zippers, no flaps, nothing. I could not. I could certainly tell you it was not a suit.
So the rumors were true.
It appears so.
This
What do we do with
changes
it now?
Everything then.
I believe I understand what Fandrain means.
What does it mean?
Now, this is just a theory, but one of two things. Mother's milk or blood.
I felt it meant a hunger for something primal, something intangible, but a hunger for something nonetheless.
Perhaps. It was crying out, either telling us something or asking for something. I'm assuming we're still walking to the dock. Yes?
My understanding is you were moving on. Are you staying on the side of the farm, or did you
No.
you're just walking into the woods across? Okay.
I would like for us to have progressed.
You were trying to get them out of there.
Yes.
Okay,
The
great.
doctor wants to walk slowly, so that's going to be the challenge between that.
Doctor's walking slower. Some of you are walking faster. Okay, well you're
He's keeping up, but like trying to
slow things a little.
Here's what I don't understand. If we are here to explore this, why are we leaving? It seems you have discovered the real subject here, and we're just going to walk away without examining it?
A genuine article, as it were.
As it were, yes, indeed. This is the bottom fact, and we must get to the bottom of it.
Dr. Tussie saw this child as hers, as her own. The family doesn't want us to examine this baby, and while it may be a mystery to us, it is very dear to her. We cannot soil that, and additionally, they wanted to keep us there, or to feed it. That is not something that I would like to take part in.
Nor I.
I mean, this poor child is delusional, obviously, but that's not really our concern. Our concern is the
And the whole
advancement of
family
our
and-
understanding.
The whole family and all of the farm workers are in on it. Would
Yes,
you
it
like
is
to
a
challenge all of them?
Well, if we
Well,
go back, what are we
perhaps-
to do?
We
Ask
simply
if we
came
can study the baby?
We came here to figure out what Fandrain means. We have.
Did you? I'm sorry. Did you say they were? I mean, I forget what has been told and what I'm surmising. But what was the U for? Why would they bring the U in?
To feed it, Doctor. They're trying to feed it. And the U's are not working, so they wanted a human. I suppose.
You didn't do it, did you?
Of course not, Winston!
I want to know who the father
What?
There are limits of what I will do for science.
Indeed. Well said.
I want to know who the father is. If this thing is real, and Tussie's the mother, who's the father?
Tussie's not quite the mother, Mr. Steele. She did say she helped deliver the baby, and she saw its birth, but she just believes the baby to be her own.
Yes, was this thing born from a sheep or from a human?
From a human, it seems.
From which if it was not born from Tussie, then from whom was it born?
I will mention that she did describe its mother having been a ewe.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
She said that, when she was describing how we had to get another ewe because the mother couldn't feed it anymore, implying that the ewe that gave birth to the lamb is no longer operational.
Got it. I misunderstood that. You.
So somebody went to bed with a sheep. A man would do that.
Or
I mean,
perhaps
it happens. I've heard it happens in Wales all the time.
Oh dear. And it's manatees, actually.
They bed manatees in Wales?
That was good. That was so good.
That literally is what she's like. That's 100% the reasonable thing to say there. You know, I another thing I'll mention is we were really trying to keep things with this campaign. We were told that there were people who didn't want to play on our channel because it's too inappropriate. People we were losing viewers because of some of the inappropriate stuff. And so far tonight,
We gave it a good try for a solid 2 episodes.
It's
I'm so pleased plug that.
I mean, we've just got
Guys,
well.
getting back on track, Winston. Yes. Gentlemen do have a hard time keeping it in their trousers, so to speak. However, this could just be...
Oh my god.
This could just be an unfortunate creature.
My cheeks hurt.
So is every Welshman, but that's not for us to decide.
Oh dear. Well. By this time, I would say that you've made it further on the island, and you do actually see. You kind of come to you're leaving the sort of forested area, and you now see a long, sloping grassland heading down to the sort of shore. From where you're standing, you actually can see in the far, far distance, the coastline of Maine itself. And some of you have a few of you have spot hiddens over 50. So I'll say that you, as you're sort of looking down there, you actually can see some docks. The docks in question. Let's see. Jed, you've been having some fun. Why don't you make a luck roll for us?
Oh no.
I knew I could smell it coming.
Yeah.
39. That's
Nice.
a success.
A success. And then, as luck would have it,
Oh.
a boat is approaching the dock.
Dr. Day sees this, and he stops where he is and says, like, look, before we go any further, why should we not do what we can to try and investigate further?
Because
We have so many questions. Who's the father? What is this thing? Is it supposed to be drinking milk, or is it supposed to be drinking something else? Could we not offer our services to find a way to feed the baby?
What would you like to feed the baby with your body, Doctor?
Well, that doesn't necessarily have to mean by a body. We can create something and put it in a bottle for it, can't we? I mean, we can experiment. This is
Yes.
how the
I'm trying to.
scientific progress
I
works.
clearly know plenty of local remedies from around the world, things that might help with this.
Exactly, Winston. There are options here.
Wood that I had in my trunk still, I should be able to conjure up any number of things.
But even within my
Isaac.
assortments here, we can easily craft a small, quick bottle and try different things to see what it would like. They might go for that, and it would allow us to gather more information in the meantime.
Yes, that's
I
very,
mean,
very true.
it's just a baby. It's not like it's dangerous.
Very well, Doctor. You go on back and take care of the dear child. I shall remain here at the dock, awaiting your return.
And she'll sit down on a rock or a stump.
Sure. Well, I mean, the dock is still a ways away, so... Oh, you're going to wait for him up here, you mean?
Is there like a rock or a stump where they are?
Make a luck roll.
Sure. 82. There is not.
No. Flattest of ground. But the dock is down, maybe not quite a mile away. Probably like half a mile away down, sort of the slope.
How far away was the boat?
The boat will be there, in... You could wait a while and then walk to it and sort of get there when it's landed, but it's not long away. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that.
Clara's just gonna cross her arms and continue toward the dock.
Would it be worth asking what the schedule is for the boat if we were going to leave? There was danger, perhaps.
Miss Mongrel, please
What?
wait.
Oh, now
Please
you're
wait.
using manners with me, saying please and all. What a gentleman.
Look, I do not know why you've taken such offense to me, and it does not matter. We cannot do this without you. We are here together as a group. For whatever offense I have caused you, I apologize. Sincerely. That's not my intent. I just wish to get at the truth, is all. I suspected that's why all of us are here.
We came
They
here.
have taken a liking to you. We need you in order to progress. I understand your sensibilities are offended or afraid of what you have seen. That is
I'm
a
not
normal
afraid.
reaction.
I'm not afraid.
Again, I mean no offense. Winston here himself was quite disturbed by the sight we saw in the barn, even though that was but a simple fake and ruse and
It was troubling.
completely... Exactly.
Very well.
All I'm
let's
saying
take.
is if we... Please.
Let's take a vote.
You make a fair point. I'm not afraid. However, if the group votes to go back, majority rules.
I vote in favor.
Antoinette is waiting to see what the other men vote.
Like such a good woman to do. I'm sorry, it's just...
I mean, this is before women's suffrage, so I vote.
We shouldn't vote at all
That's
then.
true. Okay, we'll vote. Well, there's 3 men, so it won't be a tie. Very well, what do we say, gentlemen?
Because
Uh,
Oh,
I mean,
God.
we are here. We are here on a mission, are we not?
Yes, and do you recall what that mission was?
To see what the nature of this thing was.
It was to discover the meaning of the word Vandrain.
Was both.
Well, yes, and we have discovered the nature of the creature.
Well,
We
not,
have
not wholly.
discovered-
Not wholly, I shall say.
However, we have discovered a few possibilities for what Vandrain could mean.
It's drawn, Lauren.
Vandron.
I can't hear it
The
anymore.
accent. Vandron.
I vote.
The Welsh pronunciation.
That would be
But it'll be spelled very weird.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Steele.
I think if we go back, try not to make enemies. We ask if we can study a little bit more. We have a doctor with us. We also have a potions master, and if they want us to go, then we go. I don't want to create any enemies. I'd like to leave safely with all of us.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean,
that's-
yes.
I abhor violence. That is not something I would ever encourage. All we can do is ask and offer. But perhaps we can bring some solace to these people. In a way to raise their child in a way that they would appreciate.
Do we have
Very
any?
well.
Do we have any gifts we can bring them? Winston, can you make a salve or something that could help the baby?
With what, Mr. Steele?
Stop adding
Clara
insult to
will.
injury.
Clara's made her way back to the group, but she will pat Mr. Steele on the arm, knowing he's been wounded by what Winston said.
I mean, no great offense, Mr. Steele, but I have not with which I might create anything at this point.
Do you have enough experience? Look at the plants around you. I bet you could make something.
Straight into New England, this island in New England is hardly supplemental to the mystical ways and the ways and such of, like, for example, the jungles of the Amazon, or perhaps the Cape Horn. You know, these places all have power with them, Mr. Steele. Power, I say, and it's clear that whatever power resides here is solely transferred into this babe, this sheep baby that we are here to examine.
Maybe you can make something out of its saliva.
Perhaps I could.
May I just say, not one thing, but several. One, if we go back, we are not to say that we are going to study. I saw that, Doctor.
What? No.
We are not going to say that we are going to study this baby. Remember, Tussie sees this as her child. There will be no research mentioned. Second, as for a gift, Mr. Winston, you can offer your services to provide teething tonics or something simple.
Yes.
That we can do. Very well. Let's make our way back and do what we shall. And she'll just stomp the other way. Clara will look back and say, "You are a traitor."
Miss Mongrue, I agree with you that what we saw was terrifying, and while I don't want to go back in there, know that we won't be alone. Mr. Steele has his guns. The doctor and Winston will help us. If we get into a situation that we may not have been able to handle on our own, we have more help.
I am not afraid of getting into a situation. It's just... Let's go.
For the record, Antoinette was just talking about being overpowered and being used as lamb food, not that she's like super stoked on the dudes protecting her. Just don't want a lamb latching onto me.
Nor do I.
I'm just so excited for to give men the chance to protect me.
That's not what I was doing.
I just feel like I could really do them a service. Kind of help them become who they're meant to be. So,
God.
you guys are heading back.
Yep.
Excellent.
Zane, would you give me a luck roll real quick?
Yeah, baby.
I like
Oh
it.
boy.
All right. And for luck, I'm still rolling under, correct?
You are still rolling under,
Yeah,
but I'll have to do some envelope.
What's a 001?
That's a
Oh, no,
1.
007. That's a 7.
007. Okay.
It's called being James Bond.
Bum ba bum 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 bum.
That was
Her
quick.
name is Tussie Galore.
It's Tussie, by the way, the whole time you've been saying it wrong.
Tussie Galore. All right. Okay.
Philip thought he was out, and they brought him all back in.
So 7. That is a extreme for you, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I have a 71.
Yeah. Okay. Although, I guess strictly speaking, well, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's gotta be that way then. So, you all, after this argument, you make your way back to the farm. Going back through the trees, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's also have a thing. Do any of you have points in survival? None of you may, or navigate. I think one of you's got some points in navigate. I may be wrong. I may be crazy, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for.
I only have 10.
No, Clara Mongrew has points in navigate.
So great that Claire's the one that has to take us back there.
And I don't do well because I got a 72.
72. Okay. Then in that case, Clara, you're gonna lead them back, but what's that?
Push it.
Ah, fine, I'll push it.
Yeah, push it.
Push it if you want to. You don't have to push it.
No, I'll push it. Oh, a 16, which is
Hard success.
Hard
Do you want to lead them back quickly, or are you like purposefully?
yes, she will. She will not lead the group astray if they have voted. She's
She's a team player.
pissed,
Understood.
but she's fair.
All right, you guys walk back. But basically, with the just hard success, you're just like there's no you're following your own feet,
Stomping.
your own footsteps. You know exactly where you're going. Okay. But Zane rolled a 7, which is extreme. Okay. Okay. You get back. Making your way back through the forested area, stepping out of a clearing. It's not the same path you came down to get here from the shoreline. Obviously, you were walking towards the docks now. It's also not the path that Tussie ran up from the pond. It's the other path. You actually come out, like the first thing you see is the barn from this angle. Step around, you see the field, you see the house. Are you guys just walking right up to the house? Are you pausing there?
I mean,
Considerations?
Isaac's going to be looking around just to see if
Give me
there's
a
any.
spot hidden, Isaac.
That is a 20. That is
20,
a
so
hard success.
nice and hard. Rock hard success. So in that case, as you look around the space, the first thing you notice from this angle with like the sun on the window, you have no idea if there is anyone in that room, that dark room upstairs. You couldn't possibly tell. The sunlight is like like shining right on it. There's just no chance. It's like a blinding reflection back at you. What you can tell with a hard success, however, is that the front door is wide open to the house. From this distance, there also seem to be maybe, I don't know, some things maybe have been knocked over. Like, remember they were carrying a kicking you up there, so you're not super surprised. But You see that the barn also, as you sort of are stepping around it, the front barn door is also slightly ajar, although that may be how he left it when he ran over. You can't quite remember.
I believe Dr. Day will walk to the front door. If no
Walk
one
up to the
else
front
does.
door. Okay. If you walk to the front door, kind of go through the sort of the fields and crops and stuff. You make it to the front door without issue.
I will knock loudly and call out, Button, we have a proposal. If anyone is there, dear God, if anyone is there, needs. I'm a doctor. I think I might be able to help. Hello? And there doesn't seem to be. I don't see any. No one's answering.
No one's answering.
Hello?
If you look inside, the door is open. If you sort of look inside, you do see that there was a sort of a table, like a little end table, console table, in the front room. It is now upended. It's like on the floor. Things have spilled off of it.
I will tentatively step inside and keep calling out. Hello? Anyone?
There's no reply.
Go to the bottom of the stairs and yell up. Hello? Is anyone there? Tussie? Button? Mama?
Well,
There doesn't seem to be anyone in here. Should we go up? Should we?
Do I hear anything coming from upstairs? Any noise?
make a listen roll.
Holy shit, that's a 1.
Nice.
My list is a 60. That means it's a vital, right? Or it has to be an 80?
Oh, no, it's a vital. A vital. It's a 20 or lower makes it. It just needs to be a 20th. So yeah, a 1 is a hyper vital.
Yeah. I'm hyper vital, baby.
With a 1, your
001.
you listen to the house. Upstairs, you can hear ragged breathing, but no other movement.
Something happened upstairs. There's something. I can hear something. Slight movement upstairs, but seems eerily devoid of activity.
We'll go up the stairs.
If Dr. Day is going, I'll go behind him.
All right. Upstairs, you find Tussie. Her chest is largely been ripped apart. You also see her mother. You don't see any wounds on her mother, but she appears to be lifeless. Her head sort of bent in an odd way, kind of like near the bed. But Tussie, whose shirt was sort of open, you also see no trace of a U anywhere. But Tussie is on the ground, and she seems to be like breathing very raggedly, kind of a, sort of blood you see pumping out of the sort of slowing.
Can I try to give first aid?
First aid? Okay, well, go ahead and roll it, I guess.
41. It's a success.
A normal success. Realistically, if you just the first aid you would render, this is too dark, but you would get some ether out of your bag and just hasten what's happening.
Understood.
I think at this point.
What happened, Tussie?
She's beyond speaking.
Oh, I'll give her the ether then. Put her out. Well. Wait, there are other people here. And where is the baby?
There is no baby in the room.
Is there a way to look for any traces of anything in here?
Sure, do a spot hidden.
38. I'll spend 1 luck to make that a hard success.
A hard success with a luck. You do, in fact, notice, very upsettingly, there's a lot of blood on the ground, but you notice a few little marks that seem like they might be lamb hoofs in blood. Maybe leading out of the door. It's possible there were some more on the stairs. In fact, if you look down, you see some of the stairs, but it sort of wears itself out pretty soon. As if a lamb might have scampered down the stairs.
How long have we been gone?
I will say you guys were gone for about 30 minutes or so. Zane, based on Zane's roll of 7, which puts you basically out of danger, is what his luck roll did for you, his vital success of a luck roll, things happened here more quickly than I think I would have expected them to. But that's what the dice said. So, Isaac, I don't know if this is a thought that occurs to you, but there was a room you were very curious about here on the front. So this room is in the back of the house where you've been seeing this horrible scene. There was a room on the front of the house you were curious about. You saw someone within it.
Isaac would be interested in just clearing the house. And I will say that Isaac didn't walk up to the room.
Okay.
Yet he was kind of... So, what happened in there?
It's unclear.
And he'll look through the door and...
Yeah, you see that. It's so far you've seen no one in the house. There's no sign of anyone in the house. But there are sort of some closed doors up here.
I will relay the lamb hooves.
I also would like to say, in spite of Clara not being afraid, she is sticking with Isaac because he does have a gun.
Fair.
And Isaac has his...
She should be afraid.
That was a joke. I mean, now she is, after seeing... She wasn't before. Because she got the vibes before. Entering this house, she is absolutely afraid, and she's glad that she's sticking with the guy with the gun.
Just what could have happened in the... not even maybe half a bell since we've been gone.
Perhaps it got what it needed.
If we're quick, I would bet we could catch up to it.
Why would we want to?
We don't know if it's still in the house. We haven't checked all the rooms.
Well, let's do that then. Make sure that there's no one else here.
Isaac will, I think, approach the room that he saw the person in. With his
lead the way, Mr.
rifle drawn.
That room. Open the door. This room is very. This room has a very intense odor to it. It's kind of it smells very like an animal, like a zoo pen. It smells very musky. But also you smell tobacco and a couple of other strong scents all mingled. In the room, there is a chair. Not much else. Maybe some sort of like furniture that's kind of been pushed to the side. There's sort of a chair, one that could easily be drawn over to the window to keep watch.
Anywhere someone could hide in this room?
Make a spot hidden roll, looking for like traps or things.
Let's see. I got a 77, but I'll use 7 luck to get a regular.
Sorry, I think this microphone is more sensitive than my other one, and my neighbors are taking a shower right now, and I can see my my mic going crazy. But with a regular success, you do not find any. There's no closet. There's no like wardrobe. None of the furniture that's there seems small enough or large enough for someone to be crouched under. So yeah, you believe whoever was in here was gone, but based on the odor, probably was here somewhat recently. And you probably, I'll say, no roll required. There are a few, there's definitely kind of like some pipe, pipe ash and such things on the floor here. So someone was certainly smoking tobacco in this room.
Are there any other rooms in the house?
The other rooms you can clear easily. No one is within them.
So what do we do now?
Are there any liquids or substances that do not belong to the 2 deceased bodies that I might get samples of to experiment on?
Make a I mean this is your sort of thing. Do a chemistry roll, science chemistry.
25.
25 is a hard success. Yeah, there is I don't know if we got any like fluids or substances of that nature, but there is a little bit of, you see some like little tufts of wool here and there, including one that maybe got like pulled on a nail in the door frame near where you see some of the little lamb prints. So
I will take that, bottle it, and experiment on it later.
I think the most rational place for a lamb to go would be the barn. But I don't know if we want to head there.
Well, why wouldn't we?
You see, our former hosts are now deceased.
Oh.
I mean, you have the rifle, Mr. Steele. Perhaps you should lead the way.
Or perhaps
Anyone-
someone else should take on a weapon.
Does
and
anyone else know how to shoot?
Not well, but I've handled a firearm before.
He will hand Enoch the boot pistol,
okay.
and Winston, if you have a shot a gun,
Oh, yes, many times.
he gives him his sidearm.
All right.
But just real quick, I said that, but like I have a 25 in firearms.
Yeah. Winston has no extra points in firing guns. Yeah, he's
Are either the ladies more adept than I am?
I have a 20 in handgun and a 25 in
They're
rifle.
they're equally adept, but no one would ever consider giving them guns.
Okay.
Is just
okay.
what is the answer
Just-
based on how we're playing this apparently.
Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair. Okay. Well then, Mr. Steele, would you lead the way?
Our funeral. And walks toward the barn.
All right. Whew.
You know, a dead body can reveal plenty of secrets that you might not otherwise expect. Often you think you have to have a live sample, but that's actually not true. You can learn quite a bit from a cadaver.
You worked with many before.
Well, yes. I mean, my time at Cornell was brought short due to some experiments I did in my undergraduate. But it's not really important, and nor particularly applicable in this situation. But it did open my eyes to the possibilities of what you can do when you have a body, so to speak.
Oh, well, this society just lets anyone in, doesn't it?
There is no barriers to science. understanding is all.
Morals, perhaps, should be the boundary, but apparently not.
I mean, it's not like the body was going to complain about it.
Well, you've come to the barn.
Isaac, the door is open. Isaac wants to just peer through, see if he sees anything through the...
It's very dark in here. Go ahead and make a spot hidden roll, but you're going to have a penalty, which means you'll have to roll twice with your tens column and use the higher number.
Is the lantern that the guy had earlier out here?
The lantern is hanging inside.
Okay.
You know where it is and you see it. Yeah, you could certainly turn that on.
So with the penalty, so I have to do the one that's higher. So I got a
Exactly.
67 and an 87. So
It's
it's
just
beyond
too
my...
dark. But fortunately, Winston doesn't know where the
I will
lantern
grab the
is.
lantern and light it.
You can light the lantern. That casts very dim light. The lantern has been made to cast a very narrow beam.
Yes.
As you shine the light within, you do hear kind of almost like the sudden absence of some kind of sound, as if something has stopped moving.
Isaac does the whistle that the dog does in Pirates of the Caribbean. Or not that the dog, but the guy does whistling to the dog, trying to get the key at the end.
Okay.
It's that whistle, that same one.
Understood. There's no reply, but after a moment you hear a sound that just is kind of like sucking and someone quivering.
It's feeding. Isaac will, gun drawn, go in.
Yeah, I'll like
approach-
step in right with Isaac, like so the lantern gets a little more like light in there.
Isaac, as you
Dr.
sort of,
Day's pretty excited at this point.
as you come
like,
around the
goes
stall,
forward.
the stall where the fake lamb was, you see Button. The lamb is on top of her. It's sort of mouth wet with blood. Button kind of like shaking and convulsing, probably mortally wounded herself. It sort of turns back and looks at you, and in the light of the lantern, its eyes have this horrible cat-like sort of flat cataract on them as it looks at you. Next to it, the fake lamb baby puppet lies motionless, spattered with Button's blood. The lamb stares at you.
Isaac fires.
Understood. Isaac, you had your gun drawn. You may make your shot. Go ahead and roll your firearms rifle shotgun. And I think here, the, I think we'll say, do you have a big boy out, or do you have like a, you got a light rifle, or you got a serious one here?
His favorite rifle is ready to go.
I think it's a 22, 58.
It's bigger than a 22.
Say a 45. That's a good size. Okay,
Let's go.
make your roll.
Winston, I think Day whispers to you, told you it was fake.
I got a 4. Extreme
A
success.
4. Actually, with your talent, a 4 is a vital success, my friend.
Ooh, okay.
I will roll a dodge for the lamb. Now, a tie, because the lamb is attempting to whatever, but a tie will go to
The lamb.
the lamb because it is running. But an extreme success, yeah, I don't know if it can make an extreme success. It's literally gotta roll a I guess it would have to roll you rolled a 4.
4.
Yeah, you're 85, so that literally, like, a 5, it would just been extreme. So a vital, it has to roll, I guess, a 3. Oh my god. I rolled 006.
Oh.
One more click. If you had been 1 point higher, it would have escaped.
Wow.
But you do blast it.
Zane, you saucy wench.
It makes a move. Zane, please roll. With a 45, roll 1d8 and 1d6.
1d8. D6. 8. Okay. It's a 2 and a 2. Damn it.
A 2 and a 2.
Yeah.
It is a lamb. It doesn't have that many hit points, so I think a 2 and a 2 plus it's a d8 plus d6 plus 3. I think that's 7. I can't imagine it would have. I mean, its size must be. Sorry, I'm figuring out the hit. Sorry, I should know this hit point thing. Hold on. Q5 by Q11. No. It's It doesn't have. Yeah, it would not have more than 7 hit points. So it drops dead.
Done, Mr. Steele.
Great shot.
I've had practice, but what the hell is that thing?
But
Take it
I'll-
back.
I'll slowly walk a little closer to it. I still have the sidearm that was given to me and the lantern out. Is anything? It is for sure dead.
It is. There's perhaps less of it to take back than you would.
Yes, but
Ideally, but he did what he felt he needed to do.
yes.
Doctor, you said you can study a dead specimen and learn a lot.
That, Mr. Steele, is why we came here. Dr. Day will go forward. He's going to glance at Buttons. Is Buttons alive
Button
at all?
is... No, Button is not alive.
Then he will immediately go to the lamb baby. And he's immediately going to go back to his notes, and he pulls out his notebook and just begins to take intricate details of everything he observes. That's the first step. Observe, and then he will begin measuring it as it's there. He's going to open his little bag and take out
You're
tools
just
and
starting right
calipers.
here, kind of in situ
Starting
shape.
right here, right now.
I will say, the only thing you would see instantly, even in the dim light, only notable point, we're gonna say that the shot did not destroy it. Sort of like it was not to the head. It has very sharp teeth. Seems to be 3 rows of them.
Not lamb teeth, nor human teeth.
No, make a science, just a general science one.
That's a 98.
What's your general science score?
It's 67.
Yeah, okay, so it's not a fumble, but you
Could I push it?
push it.
Push it real good.
61. So a success.
it seems to be these like very like needle-like, like razor sharp rows. Just it most reminds you of maybe like a shark.
Oh. Excellent.
Well,
Just to give you the full spectrum of what Day would like to do is examine it as much as he can here, and then take the body. As
obviously,
preserved
you're
as
taking
possible.
this thing back. Now, a question arises.
Baby lamb, sure.
There are 3 dead bodies at this farm, and you are known to have come here. There were several other men here. You see no trace of them. Are you going to simply go down to the boat? Say you need to get to the mainland. What is your strategy at this point?
I mean, I think we must just simply leave. What can they prove? Cannot be put against us that we cannot put back on the locals.
Would the person in charge of our society be able to like pay things off? Like, do we have that knowledge of if things go awry, would he take care of it?
I mean, it's not really a very polite conversation, but one might. Antoinette would assume he probably could.
Especially if we were to bring back this lamb body, I'm sure he would be more than happy to make sure that nothing came back.
Yeah, and I'm assuming as society members, we understand, like, if we get in a mess, we may not have to worry about it as much as the average bear.
I don't know about that. I mean, this is not the height of. I mean, you are a bunch of weirdos in a spiritualism society. So, like, you know.
Yeah, but he's rich.
He's rich, but there's corpses. So, you know. But it is on a remote island. It's you think it's plausible, but I would not.
We could blame it on the men here.
Also true. Where the hell are they?
Men.
Also, I'm kind of saying, Clara, for future reference, I would not operate with that kind of impunity.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, if you're in Boston and someone shows up, the Boston police don't care that you are. Honestly, they are suspicious of you more so because you're in a paranormal society.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm just wondering, based on the damage we see here.
Yeah.
It kind of appears as if it was like from an animal. If somebody were to examine, like,
plausibly,
nobody was shot.
Nobody was shot. I'll say no roll required to remember to collect your shell casing. Yeah. Okay. And since you only rolled 7, the bullet didn't pass through bullet's still in the creature, so. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, do you head to the pier? To the
Yes.
docks?
Yes.
But-
We need. Is there some kind of like sheet or something we can wrap up the body in?
Yeah. That's no worries for that.
Before we go,
Yes, please draw
I
this
would
out
like-
longer. Yeah.
so sorry. So sorry.
Oh no.
I thought you guys were getting on the
just-
fucking boat. This you came back. Yeah, they're good.
I just want to say Fandragon, or whatever the word is.
Fandran.
Fandran. While looking at the body and see if it reacts at all.
Ooh.
The creature is dead. There is no reaction that you see. No
Perfect.
kind of eerie post-mortem.
The blood doesn't boil or anything. All right.
And then it just
Hair
melts
straightened.
away.
No. Okay.
Lauren, were you going to do something?
Can we all just like agree on a story that like we just escaped because we heard there was a creature that was killing things?
That they were weird. We could just say that they were weird.
It was clearly weird, and there was something unnatural on the island, and we left before it caused any harm.
And they were
Violent.
abusing animals. They were abusing a sheep, and they kicked us out of their house, and we left.
Do you
And they
take
left inbred.
do you take the sheep puppet?
And they
Enoch?
were ugly. Yes. Right?
Why
The sheep puppet.
Oh,
would we,
sorry,
why
I
would we
think-
take that?
Just curious if he took it. He was Enoch paid a lot of attention to it earlier. I was just curious if he took it. All right. So with that, you head back to the pier. Let's see who hasn't had their Antoinette. Would you give us a luck roll? What's your luck anyway?
Yeah. if it's
You're
one.
muted. Oh.
That is mine. I
I'm just
believe.
quiet.
Oh yeah, your luck is not great. That was the funny part.
85.
85. I like it. Okay. You guys get back to the docks just in time as you come over that hill to see the boat pulling away from the island.
Well, I suppose.
Mr.
we
Steele,
can-
fire your rifle.
No.
Draw their attention.
We don't want to draw attention to this island. We should just resign ourselves to spending the night here on the dock, slightly uncomfortable, and await the next boat.
How does the rain look?
Terrible. But the murder looks worse.
Isaac, Winston, and Enoch all have guns. So any one of you could fire off a shot to get the boat's attention.
I've given my gun back. I don't need it.
Understood. Winston, you have a gun.
Yeah, I'll fire a shot in the air.
Oh, dear Lord.
I start yelling, hello, please. Turn around. We
The boat turns around.
And we're doing this.
Yeah.
Upon reaching you, you do actually see that one person on the boat is the captain of your crashed boat.
Oh, fantastic.
You saying, I was wondering if you'd be sort of over here in time to get out of here. Did you see what you needed to see up at that farm?
We certainly did.
A lot of odd folk on this island.
He kind of glances at some of the crew who just kind of look irritated that they came back, but he says, "Yeah, well, come on aboard. They're gonna get us to the shore real quick here."
Much obliged. Thank you, sir.
All right. You ride back to shore in silence. No questions are asked of you about the Hayhues. You're able to arrange passage back to Boston, rather directly. Not everyone lost their bags, so some of you still have, money. You'll be able to just, get someone to take you to, somewhere where they'll actually, be able to hire you a coach to get you to Boston or perhaps a train. If you pay attention to the rumors from this island, certainly you guys would be looking into it. You discover that there were reports of several people dying at the Hayhue farm. In fact, it'll be the same reporter who wrote the article subsequently writes a thing about the tragedy at the Hayhue farm, where it seems that the women were, it's uncertain what happened, and local authorities don't wish to probe it too deeply, whether the women were killed by a wild animal or by the men. All of the Hayhue cousins and the farmhands there were found drowned just offshore. No, I take it back. Drowned in the pond.
Excellent.
Was there a sign of struggle? In the drownings, not in the...
That is not information in the article. And the authorities don't seem to be asking many questions. As you all said, the people on that island were weird. As for what happens when you return to the society, to Mr. John Jansen.
Who is tall and buff.
He's tall and buff.
Rich.
Rich guy. Kind of old but strong, like old man strength.
Like old man daddy strong.
That hot dad, yeah.
Daddy strong.
I don't want to have sex with him, but I do admire him strangely. Yes.
And you just bet he's so good at it. He knows
good.
He knows where all the parts go. Yeah. He knows what you're supposed to do.
Very strong fingers.
His face never looks weird during it, I'll bet. He doesn't sweat more than he wants to. So as for what comes of this, on the one hand, this was maybe one of the more problematic and disastrous outings in the history of this organization. On the other hand, you have brought back something truly not of this world. So this is where we'll end tonight's session.
We don't even get to talk to him?
Well, anyone who's
You want to talk to Daddy, Lauren?
Anyone who's coming next week to a denouement can, but I don't think you can make it to that. So we'll be having a bridge episode next week, before starting our subsequent adventure the week after that. So that is where we'll leave things with 5 people on a boat heading back.
The drowned men.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
That's wild.
That's the
He
crazy.
shot a baby lamb.
That's
wild.
Yeah, and all of the women were torn up.
Not all of them. The old
That's
lady
normal, though.
didn't go for her.
Yeah, she just had her neck broken.
Ageism.
I will say you suspect
Dirty blood. That's what it
suspect-
was.
You suspect Tussie probably offered herself to it,
Yeah.
and then it got a taste for it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hungered for more.
So, well,
Wait, I do have a question.
Sure, please. We can ask some
Was
questions.
the sheep in there, or the one that they brought in? Was that in the room?
No sign of it. I guess I'll tell you because they didn't get it successfully inside.
Oh.
It broke away. The men moved away. They chased after it. Then some things happened. And then some other things happened.
Ugh.
The real question is, what happened to the guy in the room upstairs?
And why did he smell so bad?
He was
Why
daddy.
does Daddy ever smell so bad?
Why is Daddy smell bad?
He was just a little stinker.
How is Daddy formed? Well, all right. Well, so I thanks for watching out our first mission of this game, which I think was a success for you, but yeesh. Is this one is this the most sort of like baseline disturbing we've done so far? Is this the creepiest and weirdest?
I don't know.
Not sure.
It is very creepy, but more, I'd say it's extra creepy because it feels more reality based.
Mm-hmm. Sophia says it's not. What was worse, Sophia?
Ooh, I wonder what.
Continue your point because of lag time of reply.
Oh no, it's just like this feels more grounded in our reality as opposed to an alternate reality. So that's what makes it extra creepy to me.
It's got like a little bit of Deliverance vibes, like
Yeah.
the people were.
Well,
Agreed.
and what is fun is they won't all have the same vibe in that, because
Yeah.
you'll be going to different places. They won't all be about inbred farms.
I'm trying to think of what
There's most of them.
in Blood from Stone was like the creepiest thing.
I'm not saying is this the creepiest thing. I'm saying is like if this is our baseline, because Blood from a Stone varied so wildly. The fish water one, the forced feeding one, is the forced feeding one Thermidora the lobster stripper? Boil myself alive and you eat me?
Top 10.
What's the fish water one? The forced feeding one. Oh man, I do some upsetting stuff.
Is that like the fish? What was that like? The Dank the Chosen people?
I mean, Dank the Chosen, that's not the most disturbing. They're just
Oh,
cool.
wait, but wasn't there one where they were like the water was like sloshing everywhere? Was that in?
Yeah, what was that?
Where Zane, you and I were girls together.
Girls together.
I think that one.
That's the
yeah.
one. Though?
Let's be
Where
giants.
they drowned.
And there were fish.
There were fish.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought Merkshire was some of the creepiest
Merkshire
stuff.
had some creepy stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the bathtub.
Oh,
The
were you guys really the
bathtub.
cheerleader girls, right?
Yeah, I was the cheerleader. Yeah, and yes.
Okay.
She was on the cheer team, but she was yes.
Okay.
And
Oh
they-
yeah, that was creepy. All right,
Yeah.
that's creepy.
Yeah.
For me,
Um,
yeah, it was the bathtub in Merkshire. That was
The bathtub in Merkshire was the scariest.
Yeah, that was. the
She's talking
creepiest.
about the alien one. That is what I was wondering if she was talking about. That's
Oh.
interesting. So you thought that was the I know the one she's talking about. Okay. Well, those are creepy certainly, but maybe we can top it with this series as it goes on. Well, thank you so much for watching. Oh, do we have people to thank in chat?
Oh yeah, there were a couple things that happened here.
Uh-oh.
We had a. So let's start it off. Let's just kick this off. We let's kick this off. All right, I gotta get it. Okay, so Book and Dagger has been subscribed for 57 months.
Wow,
And,
So many
and the
months.
comment was, I only missed a couple of streams.
that's
it's true.
amazing.
Impressive.
True statement.
Thank you for putting up with us.
That's right. We had, and then Steinbergler himself has a 5-stream streak. I have a 7-stream streak, so I have. You have been topped. I've topped you.
Thank you for topping me, Zane.
You're welcome.
Guys, come on. We're just gonna.
We've given up.
The
I think.
fanfic's already out there.
Our very own Deadwood Jedi has been subscribed for 55 months.
Hey.
Great
Big
job.
Just the
time.
beginning, baby.
Hey!
Oh, Gallon and Saber's on a 7
I've also been topped by Galador. Wow, I'm getting
Yeah.
topped left and right
Yeah.
time.
Zane,
been
do you want
tough.
to reveal what your phone suggested to you today? Can you reveal that publicly?
Oh, yeah. So when you go on your photos and then you go to the search thing and it says, here's some suggestions of what you might want to search for, and the suggestion was what was it exactly? I want to see.
I think
It
was
said me and Dan.
me and Dan.
Yeah.
Just wanna see
So when you
if
hit
it
the
was
search-
you and Dan?
Yeah, if you go to iPhoto or Photos or whatever they call it, you'll just notice, like if you click the search thing, it'll give you a couple suggestions, and it really knows what's in your heart when it suggests those
And
things.
it's
for
not
you.
And
his
it's
wife.
never his
Yeah.
wife.
Maureen was not mentioned. She was not even an afterthought.
I think
for my-
the fourth recommendation was anyone but your wife.
yeah. Anybody, please?
Just anyone else. Just,
Well, speaking of my wife, she has been subscribed for 48 months, and great job.
For 4 years.
And that set a hype train off. And then she also has topped Dan with a 7-stream streak.
right,
So
yeah.
he's
Thank you.
been topped.
I call me Mr. Bottom because I'm out here getting topped.
Yeah.
it's almost like
You are
Like,
the bottom fact.
it's almost like your power is. Yeah. Well,
we also had Lauren Schuby cheer 300 bits, our very own Lauren Schuby.
hey.
And then we completed a hype train at level 1.
Oh.
And then the Rose Explodes cheered 300 bits again. And then,
It was the
Final
Lauren
top.
celebration.
yeah. And then the final top of the night, Galanorian Saber, topping us off with a 7-stream streak.
We've given up. We behaved badly, and we can't help it.
You're the
so-
one who told me not to.
Well, I know.
I thought this direction was coming from you, Philip, not from Lauren.
No, Lauren did. Lauren
No,
said there
not
were.
from me.
Lauren
I'm
said
giving
to me there were
feedback.
multiple people
No,
who
I
wanted
no,
to play
I
on the stream but
said some
didn't because it
people
was too
said
inappropriate.
they're
And I pressed her, and then I realized it was only one person. But I said, I guess that's one person too many. We are making an inhospitable environment. Let's clean up our act. And everyone was like, you know what? Actually, it'd probably be better for me not to say certain, like, not me. People were saying about themselves, like, yes, I suppose it would be better for me not to have said these things on the internet. Maybe we should try to be a little more family friendly. And then
But the
I
thing
decided to send you guys to an island with sheep fucking and inbred farmers, and I was making sucking noises like a lamb with the head of a baby.
Why am I so close?
I knew this was the
Philip,
first episode that Philip would be the one that would break all of this.
But
Yeah.
I wasn't saying the inappropriate stuff. I was like, this is the story. Do with it what you want.
Philip,
Philip, I just want you to know you did a great job of making those lamb sucking noises, okay?
Anytime.
You did such a good
You'll
job.
hear them in your
Wow.
dreams.
We,
Can I
we
hear
actually,
them if I go on the stream? Because I did
Yes.
not hear
Yes.
them here.
Yes.
And I am sorry.
I had
We
to
just
watch
saw
I
the
got
the
baseball
full
people
episode.
were understandably like saying in our like private chat here, like, we can't hear the weird noises because Zoom cuts it out. But I was like, they're hearing me. On
Okay.
Twitch they hear me.
yeah, you got to go back and do the
Mature
watch-
audiences only.
All I'm gonna do,
I sure did hear them, says Sophia.
just skip to the sucking noises.
Well, so again,
All I know is that
Dr.
all I know is that it's about around the hour and 1 minute mark or so when we talk about Welshmen fucking manatees or whatever it was.
I
And
died.
I-
Oh my
that
god!
was you two could
I
not
need
handle
I
that.
need that clip badly.
Well,
good.
somebody clip that for us then. Well, thank you so much for all of your time here tonight. This has been a fun Friday night. We will see you next week for sort of another little kind of brief endeavor, brief glance in this thing, and then subsequently we'll be back with another mission with an all new, well, with a partially new crew. Some faces will be here, some won't. It's gonna cycle in and out based on people's availability, so it should be really fun. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, dream of nursing lamb.